Tell me where I belong. I've been searching all night. Walking these streets, it's amazing midnight. Been talking to you, yet those days have gone by. I gave you a chance to treat me right. I'm a blank canvas you can paint. Draw yourself a future with me. It's a mystery what awaits. Oh, it's a miracle life. It's a miracle day. It's a miracle day. You say it's all my fault, I walked away from it all those memories haunting our fall. A single life has come at the right time. I gave you a chance to treat me right. I'm a blank canvas you can paint. Draw yourself a future with me. It's a mystery what awaits. Oh, it's a miracle life. It's a miracle day. It's a miracle life. It's a miracle day.
Hey, chat. Happy Wednesday. You know, maybe I need to change this dial set up so that I can actually see the numbers. Back when I originally set up my Stream Deck, I didn't know what decibel volumes I actually liked for anything, relatively. So I didn't care, you know? Bar looks half full. 6/10 full, kind of thing, you know? Starting to get better about actually caring. Not that it's precise yet. I actually need to take like a full day at some point probably and just sample different audio setups and improve it. But at least I have yet to, mostly yet to watch back a VOD and be like, yeah, that's crap. So, doing good enough. Good enough for government work. Karsten, Sheriff, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are both well. Anybody else? Nope, nobody else just yet. See celebration about Silk Song. Is the release date? They're announcing the release date tomorrow finally. Like, officially. That'd be nice to have at this point. I know that it's been promised 15 different times to be this year. Like, I think there's been like 3 separate promises made that, yes, it will be this year. But I haven't heard of an actual... Am I going to do a live of the release date? No. You mean like the broadcast, the broadcast, rebroadcast, or whatever it is, like window and window? Probably not, no. I don't think I would have that much meaningful to say on the topic. Except for like, ooh, cool. It looks like it'll be fun. I saw some fun things. In like the 30-second gameplay footage snippet they showed. It got linked in our Discord. We have a Discord, by the way, if you don't know about it. ! Discord in the chat. And they'll get you a link. Bot should be running. So I think the bot does right now. But it does it well. What was it? I saw parry. That got me excited. I mean, I didn't think they were going to get rid of the parry mechanic, but I did see that they included a parry amongst that. There's also like it looks like a lunge or like a grapple. So it's a grapple, it's not a lunge. It looks like there's a grapple. Well, there actually looks like there was like a dash / lunge and a grapple displayed in both the footage, which both of those look like. Oh, I'm excited actually. My brain's already starting to work up what I would do with such like a grapple. Like especially if there's like some level of intelligence to the grapple, right? Like so it has, cause it showed a Hornet character clearly striking an enemy mob with like her needle and like pulling herself towards them, but that was on a perfectly horizontal. I would love it if there was like a little bit of vertical like give there, give us a little angle, so like there could be a slight decline in your targeting or some AI. I don't, probably not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when it comes out. I won't make any predictions. Making a big announcement on the YouTube. Plus, they confirmed it would come out this year at the Gamescom. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into playing Hollow Knight today. That's the game for today, chat. Because I want to win, but I'm not going to overstress it. I would like to grow, get better at the game, and hopefully get to the place where either we get a Pantheon 4 binding down, or Pantheon 5, like whichever comes first, I guess. I don't. Pantheon 4s with bindings are definitely not a joke. Why does everything feel like it's loud today? These are my normal numbers. I guess normally we've been listening to Zote recently, right? So maybe that's it. Yeah, no, I mean, and granted, it's got Pure Vessel at the end of it. Like, it's not easy, clearly. It's not meant to be easy, clearly. And so to that extent, like, part of my reflection that I had after last stream was I want to, like, it feels really bad to, like, feel like you're not performing the way you want to an audience, especially. And, but I stopped recognizing exactly how far I've progressed to get, like, it feels like I'm being harsh to myself over not being excellent in spots where I just do okay or good, It's like, yeah, we want to be excellent. We're working towards the excellent stage, for sure. But, we're not there yet because, we're not even at our 200th hour in the game yet. So it makes sense that we're not there yet. So let's not, like, beat the living crap out of ourselves emotionally for punting. Let's swap these back for now. I want to do some warm-up things. This is our traditional kit. At some point, I will have a YouTube short explaining why I do like Dashmaster and why it is still in the build, despite some of y'all's comments to the contrary. I've been synergized with Sharp Shadow, which is also pretty solidly in the build for when I'm doing things for preference. And like, we're gonna do some challenge mode kind of stuff on the channel. I kind of like the idea of figuring out how to do some like stipulation days and things like that, where constraints. I mean, the bindings have been great because like they're built-in constraints to the game. But our own constraints maybe even, and explore other play styles and whatnot. But like right now, I still feel like I'm trying to surmount the final peak of my natural play, as it were. See you later, Sheriff. Sorry. Sorry I had to go, but thanks for dropping in. Good to see you. And so I'm trying to tackle it the way I would, as it were, the way I feel is most efficient for my personal dispositions. And then maybe we revisit a lot of the content with what happens if we do this with only summons, or fun stuff even, because this game has so much room for play. It's amazing. And the skill ceiling is just it's so satisfying to succeed at these little micro techniques that make me, I don't know, make me happy. A lot of that was fun. I mean, it was bad, but it was fun that I didn't take the hit because I did a little evade thing. And that's actually a good point. That's good to the point that I was going to make, which is I actually evaluate my success and fail in play not necessarily by the outcome of it, typically, which I realize that may be atypical. Ooh, it's not. Was not. Hold on. Can get this right. Yeah. It's more like the the 5-second time slice or the 10-second. I get satisfied with. Oh, I'd really like to be able to do. No, that's not it. See. But I understand why I failed, and I'll do better next time. I think it's atypical for some people, which is why sometimes I get confused why some piece of content isn't viewed favorably, because I'm looking at it from the nope. Why did you not go the other way, man? I'm looking at a piece of it that other people aren't, and they're looking at well, you took 3 hits. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, but I did this really cool thing though. We're warming up still, and this is just a reset, it looks like. Well, I mean, we'll keep trying. No, I was going to try to go through them between the two of them. Yeah. Girardi actually nails it on the head. And I have to decide how comfortable I am using the language I want to use with this topic is not my language. So I have to be careful because I don't want to claim credit for some ideas that I've absorbed through my life via podcasts and other media. But the one that really stuck with me, the phrasing for it, is results-oriented thinking. Don't be results-oriented. The person, and some of you may know who now, that don't be Roddy is the way that they chose to phrase it. It was big little Y kind of. It was a stretch, but it was fine. But don't be results oriented, basically, and that's actually big application to life. A lot of times you should try more to evaluate your success and fail based on like how well you approach the scenario and like whether or not the strategy you were employing was expected to give a favorable result. Like if you were gambling is the easiest way to demonstrate this example. Kind of like you usually give some trivial setup about, you know, coin flips and, well, if making the odds in such a way that it is advantageous to make the gamble, even though the outcome of any specific coin flip or event is independent of the result. I don't want to go too deep into it because it's actually a very deep topic. But yeah, it's a great point, is focus less on the outcome and more on the intent, the thought, whether the approach was valid or not. Like, and to be fair, I don't necessarily do that adequately as it is. I mean, I found some places in my play where I've definitely clung to some technique maybe too long. It's not coming to my mind right now, but I know there was one for sure where I was like, I should have reassessed a while ago. I mean, I've taken a fair bit of input from the That's Fortunate commenting community as it was, the bits that were good. Let's go. That's gonna hit me, isn't it? Yeah. But especially if you can take a future learning from a thing, that's like the best kind of outcome that you can get, right? Even if you successfully or failed at your actual outcome, your goal is, if you can take future learnings from it. Why did that not? Again, there should have been a sooner shriek there. Thank you, Dash Master. Love it. Yeah, that wasn't momentum-wise great. Sly has that same vulnerability. I understand his pain now. Oh, incoming. Two masks, more incoming. No, what? Why the fatty? Okay. And can I heal? Let me go again. If the long-term goal is for self-improvement, the outcome is a data point, but not the sole measure of the activity, if that makes sense. As long as every play has a positive expected value, it's considered good play, even if it's lost money in poker. Yes. This is exactly a very succinct way to say the thought. The idea is just basically, if you make the same action repeatedly, over and over again, 1,000 times, 100,000 times, are you advantaged to do that? Because there's some shit in life that you literally have no control over. And the outcome was actually independent. Damn. That was silly. No, that was not the right skill. Too low. I thought it would be 2. Embarrassing. I think... Yeah, no. See, I actually view that as a success. That second guy landing on my head didn't negate the fact that that was a skill I've been working on, you know, executing successfully for a bit now, because it's... I think it has a lot of application. And I technically did it in a context that was useful. I just got punished for the attempt. Damn it. I forgot to set a marker on the last... There's something in there I wanted to highlight, I thought. Oh, he shot me! Took me a second to figure out what had happened there, because I was definitely Sharp Shadow, or Shade Cloak, in that spot. He was shooting me. The marker, Future Iron Thorn, that was for actually the Zote, I think, before this one. Another one, so I'll not miss it. Yeah. Or Jared, another way to let's see, let's actually make the example. So let's say we wanted to do a coin flip, a fair coin, a true fair coin. Like you're guaranteed the coin isn't rigged in any way, heads and tails. And you have to put up $1, but you have the potential to win $10. This is like an inversion of what Girardi is doing. He's changing the odds of the coin. I'm just changing the odds of the payout. So you invest. You have to wager $1, but you can win 10 if you get it right. And you're allowed to play this game as many times as you want. Like this is an insanely. This is just a free money machine, right? Like that doesn't exist because that is insane. You would always, I mean, theoretically, you would make that because if you had enough dollars, you would just sit there and after even a couple wins, you'd probably never run out of dollars again, right? But that doesn't change the fact that if that same choice is given to you as a one-off, you are still advantaged to take the bet, right? Like, so let's, even if so we take away the ability to repeat it forever. You can no longer make this an infinite money machine. You have $1, you can win $10. Well, you're still advantaged to make that gamble. If you were to make it repeatedly, like it shows that's what the results oriented thinking is, because there is a 50% chance you will make that bet and still lose your dollar. It's just the other 50% of the time you have $10, and like these two outcomes aren't balanced. Think that's an adequate analogy. It's bending a little. But that's the idea of expected value, and results-oriented thinking ties in really heavily to that. It's one of the best ways to showcase results-oriented thinking, but it's actually completely independent of it. Right. He's invulnerable. You're a stupid invulnerable jerk right now. Okay, now we can do this. Okay, I thought that was going to be Cyclone. I'm kind of sad about it. Because the results-oriented thinking path is the person that makes the bet, understands their advantage to make it, and then gets upset that they lost the dollar. And comes to the conclusion, makes the actual statement, that was a mistake. I should not have bet the dollar because I lost it. And it's like, that's being results-oriented. Like, that's what the key of why you want to avoid that trap, because you, in different forms, will make that same bet throughout your life. Just different bets, right? In different forms, in different, like, whether you buy this house or go with that, car, or like, it shows that that's the idea, is you just always aim for the optimal, and you try not to assess the results. Exclusively, at least. The result is relevant. I mean, the results could reveal that the coin isn't actually fair, right? Or I don't know. That's not a great example. I think we have to need it from. Man. Walls ruin pogos for me a lot now. Dash Master, let's go. Narg. I got so focused on the entrant, which I thought was going to be a fatty. I don't know why. Because it felt like there was a bigger cloud at the top, that's why. But I distracted myself from the inbound projectile. Yeah. It's actually a very common gambler's fallacy, unfortunately. Durati, I don't know. There is sometimes it feels like there's just like this does not compute error that happens for a certain mindset. It's like, well, but I have to evaluate the results, right? Because that's how I decide if the outcome was pleasing. If the outcome wasn't pleasing, then clearly the action that begot it, like it's. And then you have to. It's the I mean, the trouble is in the ambiguation, like the abstraction. With abstraction, like that'll be easier. The abstraction of the concept to like applying it to the fact that you are making this repeatedly, right? The idea is if you all decisions are approached this way, the end result's better. Each get bet is not made independently of another. In the grand scheme of things, right? Which is the way we usually look at things, is like the course of your life. You know. Hi, Sophia joined us. Sorry. Can we settle? Can we settle? Yeah. Another logical. Oh, wait, what am I doing down there? Sorry, I paused the game, not the volume. Another related problem is observation bias, right? Or one of the many logical fallacies thereof. Why am I doing such a bad job with the cyclone aspect of that now? That was my controller being held at an angle. By that I mean my hands. It happens. Get lazy, and then all of a sudden I think down is kind of on an angle. Better. Not it. Not it. Not it. Oh, it's because it's a dash slash. I'm an idiot. I'm letting go too early. Is that the stick's in the wrong direction? Didn't see you coming in. That makes sense to me now. Timed you poorly because your other compatriot. Bugger. That was a bad decision. Also, I mean, not being results oriented goes the other way, for the record. You have to recognize when good fortune befell you. And when you actually had made a mistake, despite the fact that the outcome was favorable. That one's a little harder, actually. Let's get one more go. That was not, I mean, there was some fun stuff in there. Like I was saying earlier, I'm going to try to prioritize less the outcome of, I would love to clear a Pantheon 4 today. That is still my goal. That's not my primary goal. My primary goal is and always has theoretically been getting better. Because the real goal is Pantheon 5, and that's what all this is for. Which to the extent we could just be pounding Pantheon 5, and eventually we might luck sec one way through, which, I don't know. Feels a little lame. It's supposed to be an upswing. This guy hit me, isn't it? Yeah. Given the fact that I actually thought it would, that was probably a bad decision then, right? Oh, I didn't see this one. Do some of them not have entrance marks? It's not the first time that that's happened. That I've like literally felt like I just didn't see it. But it like wasn't looking for it. Kind. Is there more variance in that than I think there is? That's supposed to be Great Slash. Unfortunate. Supposed to be a Great Slash also. Safe? Safe. Nope. Almost got out of there. No. This is actually intended to be a downward dash. I'm not sure that was a good idea, but it was intended to be a downward dash. Yeah, he wasn't gonna last that long, was he? Go on, shoot. Holy crap! I thought there'd be somebody left alive to take the hit on the second one. Bye. Wait, does he hit that guy? He didn't get hit. I feel like he doesn't get hit by that. Suicide guy. Because he doesn't have a hitbox? Damn. Where'd you come from? I'm in trouble. That last swing was late. It was going good for a bit there. Jillbird, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. It's been a bit. How are you doing? Well, I hope. We've been derping around and got home for a while. Working on Pantheon 4 bindings mostly currently. Speaking of, I want to learn to parry these people, which shouldn't be hard. I don't think. But every time I remember, like, it's in a Pantheon context and, like, I don't want to try there. Oh, come on! Thing! You are such an asshole. Oh, now you're doing it. Come on, I don't think any of that's parryable. Oh, he's swinging. Why are you not swinging? Come on, come on, come on. I was kind of curious if I was going to be able to get through both of them. Do they like not? They don't swing on command. Not if you're watching, they say. Nay. Oh, you were doing it. Swing at me. Okay, I thought they swung a lot more. They're just most rolls for some reason. I remember them doing a lot more swinging than they seem to be doing. Could just be a weird fluke. You know, it's I guess it's a distance thing, right? It's gotta be a distance thing because I'm not in hitting them. I'm not in range. Okay, that actually makes sense. Because I've been avoiding them entirely while I've been waiting. It's too close. Come on. That's the problem, is like if I'm in here, I'm punching them and my cadence doesn't want to line up with theirs. A little better. Can I take a mask here? No, right? Technically, yes. Yeah, it wasn't gonna work out. Alright, again. That was successful though, actually. Because it only works to get parry both, right? It has to be able to parry both consecutively. Was it late? I heard the ting. Again. Come on, come on, come on. I parried when I was facing the wrong direction. The first parry of this bout, I was facing the wrong frickin' way for. How frickin' funny is that? Which is good to know. I mean, it's good to remember that, actually. Like, that's actually a learning. I mean, I hadn't crystallized that thought before. I had been aware of it, but I should put less priority. If I'm intending to parry, there's less priority in focusing how I'm swinging. It's just as much as I am swinging, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe there's probably some rule about my damage box has to overlap with their damage box, right? Like, all right. Damn. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna clear that. It does get harder when there's two of them. Come on. I guess, I mean, I'm gonna need to practice integrating it into the combat style anyways. Might as well just practice that instead. Instead of sitting here staring at them while I wait for them to do the technique. Just beat on them repeatedly and look for every parry opportunity I can. That makes more sense. Because, like, it doesn't help me to, like, learn how to parry them if it involves me just, like, standing here and waiting, right? Like, that's not helpful. See, so do I want to hold my second hit then, in case you're going to parry? I'd love to be able to keep uptime on them. Maybe it's not worth. It's like they're problematic as a boss. Just felt like there was learning here. Slow. Get nervous. Come on. Damn, my wings were late. It's nice that these things are so easy to repeat. Because I actually put less focus on like, oh, I should be recovering now to make sure I don't die. It's like, well, I'm just gonna be able to get back in here anyways, so whatever. So close. Like, especially when they spawn in it, they always feel like they want to do that slash. Not always, but they frequently feel like they do. It'd be great if we could keep that uptime when there's just the one of them on the field, especially. Halfway there. Well, on that one. Greedy. Parrying probably gets easier with quick slash, doesn't it? Close. Not close. You going? Okay. By multiple positions, Girardi, do you mean enemy hitboxes? I think I've seen a little bit about in some of the speedrunners' texts that they like the reason why one of the most broken things about the game is fluke nest whatever is because like how it interacts with the hitboxes basically. About the extent of the knowledge I have of it is like that video that I saw, but like there's multiple hitboxes maybe per some enemy types. Now, something to that effect. Come on. Slower. Close on a lot of these. Trying to think of the implications for that. So you're talking about for a combo set, right? Like if I was gonna, the idea like stand in a place where he's gonna miss me no matter what for the first one, and I'm intending to parry just the second. that what you're getting at? Because they have a small advance during their... Damn it. No. He's out of range for both of those. I think that's fortunate. So it was a late parry, right? Got distracted. Slow. Okay, I might have to look into the finer details of... And I'm a visual learner. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Probably easier for me to visually learn. Seeing the hitboxes in place. I'm sure there's mods for that. But I don't know that I want to go there. I was feeling like he was going to swing at me there. I was wrong. Wrong. That freeze frame was dramatic. There were a couple in there. Getting a little better at it. So, Girardi, is there a... I think I get what... Is there basically a race condition happening with the first parry a lot of times where it's like it's actually not even that it's a late parry, it's a timed parry, but because the same instant you were, like, it all happened at the same instant, the order of operations means that damage is being assigned anyways, type of thing? And then so like you have to have iframes already before the first perfect parry can even work in those scenarios? And then you're using chaining them together for the rest of the combo. I mean, I wish I could take a lot of credit, Karsten, and so far as like it being a strategy. I'm largely kind of just doing what I have fun with and what I would be doing. I don't know about in my free time necessarily anyways, always, but like a lot of times for sure. It's just kind of the way I enjoy games. A lot of times is to, damn it, poke at, okay, here's a, honestly, I like to have more fun poking at random things in games than I allow myself to do on stream. Typically. I have spent the last, or at least I had until just recently, spent the last like 2 or 3 play sessions of my personal time, Cyberpunk 2077. Same save file. I've literally been reloading the same save file just because it's in a dense group of enemies, and I'm basically screwing around with like different ways to kill them, different skill combos, different, you know, I just keep running it back basically. I could go find more. It's like not like there aren't more, you know, but it's interesting. There's 3 groups, kind of sparsely. Like you can engage them independently, but they're all different encounters. And it's been like, honestly, like, so for context, I don't play Cyberpunk very often because most of the gaming I do is here on stream. I don't do a lot of free time gaming too much because I'm editing. So that's like for 2 weeks basically of my play. All I did was, I'm a much better Cyberpunk player than I was. Now, 100%. I understand the game at a much deeper level than I did before. And then so I move on to some other things, and I don't know. Kind of the way my brain works, it likes dissecting things a little bit. And I feel like there definitely actually is, I can say for sure at this point, some aspects of the game to which I've gotten better at just by trying to learn to parry, even though I have yet to succeed in doing so to an extent that's like useful, right? It's like taught me other things in the process. I love that you don't actually have to swing the right direction. Wow, I missed both of those, but it worked out. Which is results-oriented thinking. See? Goes both ways. Boom, 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 boom. Nobody? Oh. It's always fun when the retribution hit gets a kill. Not big enough for that. And the good news is, like, I'm just becoming infinitely more comfortable with these guys as a whole. That they were, damn, a problem before. I can't juggle them, right? Like, I don't have enough. They don't seem to have knockback on them. I don't know why I would be able to. Yeah. Damn. Be interesting if you could, like the way with Dung Master. Dung Defender. Okay, that's. I don't want to bore you guys too much anymore with my free time if I want to do more. Honestly, I thought they swung more. It's the parrying on the Moloch is infinitely more useful. So far, at least. Okay, I think that makes sense, Durati. What do we want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Is there... Let's run back PV once or twice. Because I'm probably going to start Pantheon 4 attempts, and so he's the bottleneck. Although I am amicable to, at some point, maybe even today, turning around and there is one boss that we are missing, chat, in the overworld that I'm aware of, at least. It is the Zote, and we shall go in to claim him. Maybe to do that today. Does he get added into Pantheon 3 or 4? Yeah. If he gets added into Pantheon 4, I maybe would like to get like a binding done before I add him in for my sanity. That's surprising that I lived that long. I guess I happened, yeah, I sharp shotted through all of them. Yeah. It's been a close thing. Tried it. Damn it. I was definitely counter to what Durati was just recommending, which I understood. Like, I don't know if I know how to like implement just yet effectively, but I understood. What I think they were. She, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Durati identifies as she because of a Discord pronoun that I saw. So let me know if that's wrong. But otherwise, in general, they. Doesn't hurt to be sensitive. Feel like it's gonna be fine. That's not. Is there any variance to that dash distance? Does anybody in chat know? Is there like some random number element to how far the dash happens? That's good. Thank you for the confirmation. Well, I didn't have Sharp Shadow up, so that's why that, but... Here. I didn't need to turn around there. Why did I turn around? Took long nail off, right? Put on Mark of Pride. Just felt like those were going to be hits. Obviously. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. All right. Rusty. Haven't had any coffee yet. I mean, my assumption was it was going to be like locked in as like a fixed number, basically. I mean, you can see I've been trying to iron it out, essentially, right? Like, there. Damn it. And I am get pretty good at it, but every once in a while I'm like surprised. I'm like, I felt like I had done that well, actually, and so I don't like that. Actually, that one I don't think I get good at all. So I just wanted to double check because I wouldn't put it past them to put in like a variance in there, just like variance on anything else he does. Even this like spiral attack has variance. Interesting. That's the problem because I didn't overlap with this hurt box. Girardi's told me there's a variant instead. Ah, no, so close. Damn. It'll happen one of these days. It'll happen one of these days. And it will be dope. Will it have been worth all of the work? Probably not. But it will feel satisfying. I'm actually being a little facetious. It probably will be it is worth the work. Because of the, like, other things that are learned along the way. Like, did you guys see what I just did? That was fun. I set a marker there. But I don't want to, like, pause the game. No! No, I was going to dash down there, too. Wrong. Everything's wrong. It's, like, almost locked in. Just misreading him a little bit. Arrgh. Yeah, there was going to be space for me. I need to get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, chat. There were a couple of moments in there that were a lot of fun. And that's like the thing that really has me hyped for this game. Is like, I imagine a world where I fall like 100% is not reasonable, but let's like 85% of my time I spend in that space. Like, that's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, that was way too early. And this is what I am getting by pushing myself so hard to do silly things like learn how to parry, and I'm paying very close attention to trying to understand. Felt long. That one felt long. That felt short. That was fine, and I screwed it up. Nope. It's not back yet. I put it on cooldown without thinking about it. Nope. Damn, I was so close. It's actually so close. I was dashing. I think it's the first animation frame of it. Nope. I think that's... I think they're part of the remaining struggle bus I have a lot of times is I think there's a couple elements that are unintuitive to me, personally. Maybe it's just, my brain dynamics or whatever. But I mean, things like the fact that apparently nobody seems to give a shit that the fact that like thorns aren't pogoable and spikes are. Like no area's like, what, you think that's weird? No, it's natural. Makes perfect sense to me. That would be a way. I don't like there's been some unintuitive design elements from my perspective that I've had to like learn the hard way. But now I understand them, you know. The more I understand them, the easier it gets. I mean, like, for example, I do know that you get you don't benefit your nail art damage with your unbreakable strength. That is a little unintuitive, but it makes sense to me why that would be the case, actually. That one's perfect because basically they're balancing it with quick slash. I think they tried hard to make them both more or less equivalent, or competitive with each other. They're both 3, right? Both augment nail, just directly flat physical stat, basically. And to that effect, like, they couldn't let quick slash impact nail arts, right? That's Nail Master's Glory's thing. Like, that would negate Nail Master's Glory's value. So they had to basically make it so you can't, it doesn't impact the strength of the nail, or the nail art. That's my expectation of why it happened. And it's fine. I think it's fair. I love this game because it's balanced, right? Dang, slow dashing. And like I bet you a lot of the unintuitive things that I keep coming back to are always related to balance. I mean, and really the entire purpose behind why thorns aren't pogoable and spikes are is because they wanted one hazard that was and one hazard that wasn't, and that's the way it had to be. And they actually tried to showcase it to you in terms of a glint effect that was too subtle for me to notice on the spikes. So, yeah. I made that a little closer than it needed to be, but that's fine. That one was fun, though. Let's do it one more time. And then grab coffee. Yeah, which, I mean... I don't know, obviously I'm a fan of nail arts, so I'm the biased observer in the situation. And I'm not a pro, so nor have I ever claimed to be. Right? I'm not speedrunning shit. I'm learning, I'm a novice. Unfortunately, I don't like that the pro scene in most games, like, it is kind of incongruent with like the way most people should, not should, but could benefit from approaching the game. Slow. There's a healing opportunity there. I don't know. Apparently bringing it back again. Before I started making my content, I have the distinct feeling that a lot of people who've found my content felt nail arts were actually just not viable. Not that they weren't like optimal or maximized, but that they weren't viable. That was the message they were actually communicating to me. And like, that's not in any way, shape, or form true. And that's kind of like the problem that ends up developing with being overly focused on min-maxing, over optimizing. Premature optimization. Actually, I'm going to rant about premature optimization at some point, very, very soon. It might be a dedicated first non-highlight based short, actually. The evils of premature optimization, because I actually have a beef to grind with it in general from my software engineering days. But that ties in pretty heavily to the whole concept for me. The pros, people watch them because they're good and they can't do that stuff, right? And it makes sense. It's entertaining. They want to watch the aspirational material, and that's perfectly natural. And then, good, in fact, that's a lot of what you learned a lot that way. But the problem is that the nuance a lot of time is lost in the messaging, like how close some decisions are. A lot of times gets just dropped by the wayside for the simpler messaging platforms of X is bad, Y is good, or these truths end up becoming rules or maxims, and then I think a lot of the people, the players who really just want to be having fun, most of the people who've played this game, there's a lot of people who've played this game. 99.999% of them, maybe isn't one too many nines, is never going to try to put up a speedrunning record. Ever. Not once. They're never going to care. They care about what's effective, what's going to help them clear Sly for the first time, right? Or, they want to understand why a charm is not necessarily good. Right? Or more importantly, they should learn which scenarios they are good and in which ones they aren't, and why. That's the ideal, and that's kind of the mentality the channel wants to take, that I want to take with the channel, right? So it's actually been beneficial in a way that I found nail arts. I kind of was, when I started the channel, I actually was going to do Path of Exile, because that was what I expected to be the next kind of hotness, or was hoping. It's almost fortunate that I found nail arts. Sorry, I haven't read your guys' comments for a second. Just give me a second to finish my rant. It's beneficial that I found a thing I can do competently and well that is off the beaten path a little bit. So I have the perfect platform, as it were, the example, the counterpoints or point to my argument. These are, aside from Pantheon 5 and a couple of bindings, there is no content I have not accomplished in this game with this build. I've been told how Dash Master sucks, strength is worse than Quick Slash, how much I should have spell charms, or build's fine, guys. And the fact that I think the people genuinely were trying to help me. They genuinely believed the information they were conveying. They thought that they needed to save me from myself on this path that I was treading. And that's because, that's the paradigm that was set before them. That was the content they read. That was the videos they watched. That was... And to an extent, their own experiences. I mean, some of the things I've definitely learned along the way. I'm not saying I definitely have done some suboptimal things, I'm sure. So if you go dry up a short, you'll find an example, I'm sure, where I did some stupid shit too. But I'm trying to approach the don't be rowdy, the not results-oriented thinking through our decision points. And I could have been on the just chatting screen this entire time. It's just standing, doing absolutely nothing, and yeah, it's fine. So it's fortunate in that way because it's going to almost synchronize, give me like a thing meaningful to say, like a message that's worth conveying. Like the message I want to convey is, well, okay, the first goal of the channel is to actually build a community of people that want to get better at gaming. That's what this, like, these rambling ideas, like, they form the core of the premise. Don't be results oriented, analyzing your gameplay, but trying to have a good time while you're doing it. Right? Like, we want to become better gamers, but it doesn't mean we have to, like, give up the spirit of what we love about gaming. And then build a community around that concept, right? People that want to do that together. It's secondary to that, right? Or actually, it's kind of, they're interlinked, is just to create good content that you guys, like, want to enjoy and find informative and helpful and fun to watch. Because that's actually it's going to be the thing that the community will form around, ideally, right? You have to have something that brings people together. Not that there are plenty of them before. There's plenty of others out there. But, I think we can make a good one. Yes, premature optimization is the root of all evil. Durati has also heard that expression. I empathize with that. I'll come prepared with a couple good examples next time. And it is intuitively a truth to me at this point in time, after a decade writing code, because you've seen yourself, how many times you've boxed yourself kind of into a corner, or by trying to optimize something that wasn't actually a concern at the time, you've made an opinionation on your future productivity that it's a cost. Like, everything bears a cost, and sometimes it's like you pay that cost for no value. That's there to say, don't, like, so the inverse of that is, like, you want to make sure premature optimization doesn't mean to never avoid preparedness, right? Or to foresight. Like, those are actually different concepts. So you have to be careful with that. But, because you can get some people, I'm sure, that can make the message where it's like, okay, well, just do everything by the seat of our pants then. That's not the takeaway. And yeah, I'm going to get that coffee so we can get back to gaming. Thanks for hanging out, guys. there, the mobility was very valuable. Just being able to, like, especially with those freaking death loodles, man. It's so often that you could be like, oh, if I can just move myself over like 2 feet to the left, then all of a sudden I can keep finishing this heal, you know? They cost the same, right? That's why I came in here to check. Quick focus, where are you? Oh, quick focus is 3. So that was another, I guess. Maybe that's actually why. Maybe because I didn't even have 11 slots back then when I did Trial of the Fool. I was probably slot starved, maybe. I think on the whole, quick focus is probably stronger. But actually, the fact that the shape is 2. Where are you, shape? You look at one of these, right? You're like a 2. You're right next to, no, close though. 2 and 3. Okay. Either way, TLDR chat, like, recovery may be what you need. If you are struggling in a place or just trying to fully learn a new piece of content, like recovery is a great place to invest. Now, I to be clear, I don't want more masks. Generally, I want to be able to recover the mask easier, and that sometimes it takes the form of increased soul collection, so that I can have more soul to take the mask. Or just quick focus a lot of times enables entire windows for taking masks that didn't exist otherwise, right? So don't sleep on those things, especially if you're struggling on a piece of content. They can definitely be more impactful than just more damage in a lot of places, and it's up to you as the gamer. This is where you gotta apply your brain. It's up to you to make an honest assessment of whether that's true or not, and it's challenging for sure. I should stop saying for sure. So much it's it's becoming a meme now. It will be a meme it's not a thing. Or it's an old thing. Let's do him once, twice more, and then run Pantheon 4. Which one? Which Pantheon 4 binding do we want to run? We'll run down the same one repeatedly a couple times at least. I'm inclined to do Soul because I'd really like to finish that Soul, and I feel like I'm probably the closest to it. I think Soul is easiest for my natural inclinations, right? As long as I'm not... It's the most painful aspect of it is the recovery pressure. Now... Yeah, it's greedy. Oh. I was expecting the downward thrust for some reason. Oh, that was a late release again. No. Still, I rushed the... My brain has yet to adapt to the fact that there is actually a time duration for the cast of tendrils. I don't... It just instills panic in me to this day. I don't understand why. I mean, it's tricky for sure, but like there's actually more time in there than I feel like there is. There's not time for that though. I don't know if you saw it, Chad. I tried to fit a DD in there. Too close, huh? Look at that, we went over. Getting better. No! I wanted that mask! Didn't go over that time though. That's my fault. I'm gonna mask on that one. I could take a mask there, can't I? Especially if he's going up. Balls. Especially if he's gonna like do that afterwards was the thought. I actually am really pleased with how much more comfortable Pure Vessel feels. Not that this is still a very challenging fight, and obviously I've punched plenty. But from where we were to where we are, I hesitated, are very far apart. Should let go of that nail art. Rude! Why does he do that sometimes? It's always just the middle, I think. But he does not always. That was almost. It's fine. I tried to actually Shadow Dash through at the end there, which meant I put pressure on the stick, so I stepped into him first. But it was a little comical, the sequence. Especially the fact that, like, I was just hoping he'd leave. Decided to go for some extra damage with the Cyclone Wall while you were there, you know, and obviously that's the parry opportunity that he was waiting for. This is a he, right? Or is it an it? It's the Radiance is a she. But it's different. Or at least that's what a YouTube commenter told me. Don't quote me on that. Unfortunate. Thought it'd be back. Damn. Just not even hittable. No. Wow, just wrecking my shit. Why did you jump for that one? That's rude. I'm getting too hasty. Damn it. The live replay is too close to live. Didn't get to see. Shadow Dash was definitely up for that. So that was like a distance problem. And I just go straight off. Misjudged distance there. Poke. Poke. Poke, poke. Charge down, slash. No, I didn't think it was. That's a big part of the problem, I guess. Is like I think he's doing the radial projectiles because that's like the same. It fits some pattern in my brain. It feels the same role. I'm like, oh, radial projectiles. We dash at those. That's just because I'm being lazy, I guess. Close. But I am trying to exercise more precision than is actually necessary. Nice. Not nice. Should've gone up. Definitely should have gone vertical. That's the last hit. And this is the progress again. Ham. Didn't feel the dash distance wasn't good. Arg. Maybe I lined up a little differently than that was. Didn't panic. Didn't panic. Let's go. Canceling that. No, I did. I was pretty sure it was almost done. Let's go. All right, Pantheon 4 bound. Let's do what? I think I'm gonna go soul unless somebody in chat wants to try and twist my arm otherwise. Also should be. Any other? You know what? Let's touch on Markoth really quick. I don't Here you are. He's not a problem in the theory, but in practice repeatedly. Markoth is problematic. Damn, that was hasty. I didn't need that second jump, and I wasn't paying attention to where the shield was anymore. I want to like find a way to pogo on him, but it's not like promising. Shadow Dash is a more viable use than I have been giving it. Not through like the platforms and stuff though. Welcome back, Sheriff. Welcome back. We're about to get jump in Pantheon 4 binding. I'm just trying to, I don't know, Markoth better. The fact that this stupid shield changes speeds is so... I don't know, it's fair. It's just like I'm struggle busting to get used to it. I mean, I've heard tale that this is one of the most hated dream bosses, so it makes sense. I actually, at the very least, like the fact that I feel like I'm afforded the opportunity to apply my skill, more so than with like a Marmu. Yeah, I can see that, Karate. Like, after I did it again, why do I want this platform? This one. Why do I want this one? After this becomes intuitive to a greater extent, I can definitely see this being a recovery phase type of a deal. It's just like No Eyes on crack though, yeah. No Eyes is nice and rhythmic and I chickened out. Oh no. One hit's probably not it. Very, very rude. Take it. Down. And which is the reason why I actually, so if you watch the frame by frame, I bet you'll see my shoulders tensing up before that damage happens. Because I had the realization as I was executing the jump, I'm like, why am I doing this? This is going to end poorly for me. So at least I had the realization like closer to a time that was relevant and useful. Dang. There's like so many things about this boss though. Just like the constant waving of the model. Obviously the swords. The fact that you get the 2 shields eventually. Okay, let's learn that lesson. The cloak is not pogoable. Box model of the boss does not include the cape during that phase. I think thrice now I've tried to pogo. I didn't do it though. I've thrice now tried to pogo off the cape while he's like doing his spinny thing and falling right through it, to my dismay. Damn. Thought I timed it a little better. Better still. And like the good news, this is part of the best thing about the Pantheon bindings, right? Is it forces you to, I didn't do it. Let's go. Small victories. Actually get good at all of the bosses. For multiple different contexts. Because you need to face them all for 5. Turns out. Damn. Technology. You didn't see it there. Why have I not done that before? Shit, I was totally not going to fight you right now. Do your swords. Damn. Again. Is that lucky? I mean, it's definitely useful. I don't know if I can like do it consistently as like an avoidance technique for the entire phase. It's definitely something that I should be integrating more thoroughly into my combat kit. I'm aware of it. I've been focused on trying to dash down all this time, which I do think is an undervalued skill. I think it's going to have a lot of potential in the end. It is definitely more on the like finesse advanced side of things though. Just because it's very hard to pull off, I can tell you from... I've been trying to do it for a while now. Damn. At least we didn't... Let's try hoping to get that little poking. Almost. Damn. Lost it. Ooh, there's a little bit of coffee left. I mean, it's just 3, right? I feel like I know how long his shield is. My subconscious brain knows when the shields are going to stop and when they're going to... Damn it. Well, not entirely. Damn. Close. But a little bit. He's going to keep going for a little while. I think it's 3 total. He's coming back in now-ish. Yeah. It's the gap between the intellectual awareness and the situational awareness, like in the moment, right? It's just there's so many things to keep track of. That's the problem. That's the stress. It's like, here's 2 swords, 2 shields, a jiggly boss, and we're just going to alternate the rotational speed and direction. Though they do it consistently, at least, which is fairly considerate of them, all in all. But poke, get out. Keeping track of it all in the moment do be challenging sometimes, unless you're in the fabled locked-in status. You know what I mean? I believe you, Gerardi. That's not surprising information. Almost. That most people just tank the damage. And to be clear, there are times where I've chosen that same thing as well. Like, there have been times where my mood has not been suitable for just suck it up, take the damage kind of thing. But and obviously that strategy doesn't work if you ever come in with 1 mask, right? Or let's say you just have 3. How many are you willing to sacrifice? So that doesn't help to practice that case, right? Not that I'm saying you were suggesting we do, but Titanium Frostbite, welcome. Hopefully your day is treating you well. Good to see you. I like Markoth. I find frustrating. Didn't do it. Let's go. I find him frustrating. I'm not gonna lie about it. I respect this boss's design a lot more than I do like Marmu. Marmu teaches a valuable lesson, to be clear. Like, I'm not saying Marmu shouldn't be in the game. This boss gives you the opportunity to express your skill, right? You can get good at him. Not that you can't get good at Marmu, but like, I can use different charms. I can apply different strategies and fit my build around him. The arena has freaking platforms. It's not just a flat surface with walls and ceilings that hurt, right? Like, your strategy, I feel engaged here. So it's a good boss design. And as we're showcasing, I'm getting better at him. I mean, the progress this stream alone is probably pretty noticeable, I would expect. Now I'll lose most of it, to be honest, but damn, almost. Okay, that's just on me. Swung late. Sad. Oh, no! That's bad. Let's get out of here. Damn. I want to get to the place, though, where I can actually get... I don't want to make a decision to just tank the damage, but I want to, like... I'll probably be okay with, accepting a little risk, right? To push extra damage during that spinning phase. I want to get to the place where I can more or less consistently evade the shields. Dashmaster for the win! Let's freaking go! I know it's not that big a deal. There's other strategies. Yada, yada, yada. It's exciting, though, right? It's cool. Can you... Thank you. You really ruined the time of that short, my man. Now, if I want to include the whole fight, it's got to be like 10 seconds longer. Which means that it might not be under a minute. If it's depending on the earlier context I want to pull in, which is a pain point. Because YouTube... Yeah, we don't need to talk about it that much. There's a reason I am trying to hit less than a minute on most marks. And actually, the shorter the better. Most people don't have the attention span for the minute, but... outside on a windy day, Marmu is like a ping pong. Fair enough. We have all the charms now in Titanium. I will probably be hesitant to... I will not run a charm that's only good for one of the bosses, right? Because it's the Pantheon context, so it has to be good for ideally 50%, but realistically all of the bosses in some context, right? Because otherwise, that spot could be generally better used. In my personal opinion. But, like, I'm definitely down for any recommendations, always. I'm just saying, like, come at it with that lens. Like, there's going... At Pantheon 4, there's 10 bosses that we have to be good at. Or pass. And Pantheon 5, there's a whole lot more than that. Fine, no. Dang it. Jerk. Still, I agree. I mean, I reinforce the point more and more and more. Like, this is... I get he's a frustrating boss. I get why he's a frustrating boss 100% of the time. 100%. 100% of the time. Just 100%, you know, emoji. Missed him, missed him, missed him. That's pretty fun, though. Alright, we can go P4. I forgot. I think I was in the middle of saying a thing. Oh yeah, I was reinforcing why I like him as a dream boss. He's frustrating. I like him. No Eyes, I feel, teaches you some valuable lessons about dream boss fights, kind of like just about evasion. Like, and Marmu does teach you valuable things. To be clear, he teaches you deflection is sometimes a primary form of defense. That's useful from a game design perspective. I don't have to love fighting him, though. Because, like, I don't feel like there's any place... I wish they could probably have tweaked that design a little bit, right? Like, giving him phases or something to make it a little more interesting. Because it just feels like you're most advantaged to stand in a single space and just deflect Marmu. And it's, like, just timing. More than anything. Which, I mean... Yeah, fair enough, I guess. I'd hear arguments for any of nail, shell, or soul. I think I'm going to start with soul. I'm not going to do charms because if I wanted to do charms, I should have spent the last hour practicing charmless. So let's just do soul for now. I should have refreshed our charms are. I can't show you here. Well, let's double check after. Really? No, I mean better outcome, but. Ooh. Those. Unbreakable Strength, Dash Master, Sharp Shadow, Nail Master's Glory, and Mark of Pride. Really? Unfortunate. Extra unfortunate. That's supposed to be a leftward dash. Now I don't have soul. You know, actually, I'm thinking this through right now. Maybe I'm advantaged to try and push my luck on that recovery aspect. I think one of my... Okay, it's perfectly fine. One of my bigger... I don't want to say it as a whole, but a gap in play maybe, a little bit, is that I conserve soul too much when I'm feeling pressured on my life total. Like, I want to hang on to that soul for recovery purposes. Which is really punishing when it means you're holding on to literally all of your soul. Because you only have enough for one. So maybe I try to make a mental effort just to, like, yeah, recover when it's practical, but in general, like, plan on, I'm not recovering here, I'm pushing my way all the way till we get to a spa. And then, like, using the soul, you know? I mean, it'll help me form better habits for Pantheon 5 at the very least, so there's that. And this is primarily intended to be a source of practice as a down dash opportunity. Missed it. Damn! Need to go left or right. Oh, I didn't get you? Oh, no. Thank you for your soul. I will take that mask. Let's go. I mean, it wasn't the best, was it? Unless we have, like, no eyes to recover enduring, you know? Same spot, huh? Cool. I'm fine. Waved off. At least I'm getting better. A lot of times I would have just pushed my luck there. That was just silly. Let's go take that mask. Better decision making, you know? Unfortunate. No! Almost lost it. I think that wouldn't... That dash was not going to execute in time. I think that ghost would have caught me if I didn't get the KO there. Not bueno. It's fine. No. That one, huh? Dung Defender. White Defender. Just gonna heal right here. Can I heal here? If lucky. It's been a while since I've tried to figure out, aside from corner strats. Corner strats are nice. Unfortunate. This is fine. Was fine. Jesus. Corner strategy protects me. Unfortunate. You know, I've never noticed before. Is that a timed event? I didn't apply any damage to him right before that. I felt. I should Cyclone in that spot more often, I think. I want to try that again. That felt good. Why have I not tried that before? Cyclone's my thing. All right. Unfortunate. I'm so used to not using soul on this guy, I don't even know where's the opportune space to put soul into him. I mean, you can get one hit at most anyways, right? So it doesn't matter that much. Go away. Damn, I should have knocked back. Always.
Bill, mine.
No. Soul Tyrant? No. Right, these guys are first. Now I can't heal. Wrong direction. That's a bad idea. Missed. Why are you rolling at me, bro? Die, die, die. Heal. Don't have time. Really thought you were going to die there. That bounce. Well, at least we get to see the Trader Lord on the first pass. Not Trader Lord. They call it Soul Tyrant. It's Trader Lord. Don't be greedy. This is enough. My own knockback did that to me. Pretty sure. It's unfortunate. Okay, back to 5. Six. Let's go. Back to 5. Oh, I thought we were doing the crossing of the arena bit. This one, not this one. Without the orbs. Rude. No. Nope. Oh well. I saw that last one was gonna hit me. Based on spawn position, I'm like, ah, it's gonna hurt. 4 masks, okay. Doable. It is doable. Set up a little straighter. Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly what I wanted. I was saving on that for so long. I needed one more mask. Yeah, let's go, chat. That's wrong way. First, Pantheon 4 binding. Man, that was a bit of a challenge. But we're so much better. We've come so far. Always yet to go, but we've come quite far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bindings. Thank you, Sheriff. Well, I have a feeling you are pretty crazy at this game also, given your progress through the Path of Pain twice already. Oi. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit more coffee. We're not gonna call it stream just yet. I'll figure out what we're doing while I'm on break. Maybe we'll give Pantheon 5 a couple goes. Something to change up the pace a little bit. It feels good to get a win, you know? So, anyhow. Thanks for hanging out, though. Appreciate it. Hey, you'll get there, Sheriff. Don't worry about it. There was definitely a point in time where I would not have been able to either. Because it's a journey. Anyhow, give me a few minutes, and I shall be right back. Here's some... let's actually change up the playlist, unfortunately, because I'm sure the last one ran out. All right, be right back. All right, we're back. I saw the birds flocking past when I came back in the apocalypse scene. If you guys didn't know, there's a couple of Easter eggs planted in there that have a irregular pattern to them. Flock of birds being one of them. But it reminded me this morning of hummingbird feeder. Hummingbirds, if you don't know, very territorial for the most part. So whenever a hummingbird comes up the feeder to drink, about 8-9 times out of 10, somewhere in that range, another bird comes screeching in out of nowhere like a bat out of hell to chase him off. But this morning, actually, I saw a pair that were actually almost dancing together in the air. Like they're kind of like pausing and swirling around, kind of like you would see in, I don't know, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right? Or an old Disney cartoon, you know. Still, it was really cool to see. I guess they probably were doing like a mating pair or something. That's it. I'm into it. Just that was fun. All right. Especially, it was very distinct because of how the expectation was that they should be chasing each other, and these pair weren't. We did drop some frames at some point. Hopefully not doing that Pantheon 4, because that would have been disappointing. That clear, but not that many frames all in all. So you guys probably didn't miss anything, hopefully. I think let's just give Pantheon 5 a go. Or two with our standard loadout. Let's just see if we can't make some new progress. Yeah, might as well. Set. Let's take another drink of coffee before we get started. All right, we begin. No, I'm not buying it. Shit. Although, kudos to those people out there who have accomplished Pantheon 5 with the binding, much less all bindings. God, you guys are insane. Interesting that they tried to center on me like that. And I felt weird, their position. I hadn't noticed that before. It's like a almost direct... Sorry, I'm learning, chat. Because their arc is constant, right? Like, their arc... That was not Pogo? Doesn't seem to have much variance to it. So if I, like, kind of bait them over to the center... Oh, this is a great example. Come over to the center of the arena. Maybe it's nothing there, then. Basically, I was expecting to be going underneath them. Like here. I was going to go underneath them, right? Right, let's just start over. It's just easier, though. I was going to build it back, and I can build it back, but it's just... The net VOD's dead. Like, I don't want to upload that as like a run. You guys are bored watching me do it. I can just jump back in. It felt like there's like definitely taking advantage of it is useful to know. Like if they're positioned over the middle of the arena, you can just go stand on the corner and expect that they'll probably be missing you. It feels like. Only one? I want it up there. It's supposed to be a pogo, not a left slash. Down slash. I guess that's a better way to say it. All thumbs all of a sudden. Why could I not get a jump off in that? I felt like there should have been time. Queued poorly. See, I'm safe here. No, I'm not. Well, I was actually. He does that thing sometimes, right? Where he swings out wide. comes in at a lower angle. That's what I was doing. Safe now? I would be safe. Now I'm not. That's exactly what I was describing, though. Thank you. Very helpful. Well, you can just dump all our soul back into masks, I guess. So that's something. It's going to come at me? No. Maybe. There may come a day where I want to try Steel Soul mode. That's probably not going to happen simply because the amount of time I would likely need to invest into Hollow Knight to get to that space, like that duration of time doesn't exist before Silksong comes out, right? And so after Silksong comes out, then what am I doing? That's where the time's going to go. Sorry, my brain's only half paying attention to what I'm doing. No way, it's way too far from that. I'm surprised I should have been punished for that. Definitely should have been punished from that. But I'm not going to rule it out. It's definitely something... It's not my historical bag, we'll say that. Just like seems like an anxiety nightmare, to be honest about it. No, I didn't have time for that. Too close. Why was I not jumping there? Definitely had hit the X button. I'm sad about it. Felt like it should have been up. I mean, dash slash fits in fine. I feel like I should be able to get a cyclone in though. Hey AJ, good to see you. Glad to catch a stream. I'm doing... Oh, you're up there. Doing pretty well. We actually just managed to get our first Pantheon 4 binding clear. It was the Soulless. Well, not Soulless. Soulbound. Shoot, I think I said Soulless in a title recently. Damn it. I'm about to go chase that down. Why would I think it's Soulless? You get one Soul Vessel. Or 1/3 of one. Anyways, we just so it was great. Good times. I was hoping for a win for today. It does kind of work, doesn't it? That's awesome. Shoot. You're dead, right? Okay. My current Pantheon 5 deepest run was ended by Trader Lord, actually. Dang. If I could get a third hit in there. It's supposed to be a cyclone. Only the once though. Missed it. Slow. This time to that parry. This cap. How long was it cap for actually? I didn't check for a bit. Probably is a minute. Poor Diesel. I should have backed off. I didn't think my dash slash was going to hit him, so I didn't use it, actually. I closed the gap, and it was too late. My fault. It's supposed to be a cyclone, damn it. Hunting. Get a bath after this though, right? This is fine. Not if I die, it's not. Also, I'm not sure about the bath. Save soul. I could have healed here. Oh my god! I was about to start focusing. And I would have been punished either way, so it didn't matter, but that's why it stopped. I was like, I need to start focusing. I want to take a mask now. Punished for being sloppy. And I was. I was having fun, but I wasn't playing very tightly. This does. Oh, I missed the bumper. That's what. Okay. For frick's sake. Better. Let's start over. Well, let's not start over. Let's move on. Stream won't go too much longer, all in all. Probably another... I mean, we might do one more run after this. Or if this is... Oops. If this is a really deep run, it's possible this could be the last one. It's not looking like that. So... But you never know. So maybe one more after this. I don't know. Go for another half hour-ish. Time's valuable. Time's useful. What am I waiting for? Because he turns around still there. I want him to commit to the swing for some reason. Like there's... I could just... He's just so damn slow. hilarious. Honestly, the worst part about False Knight in the Pantheon 5 is like he ruins my timing for Failed Champion later. He's so damn slow. I like this one. Ooh. Shows my distance. These fights are actually starting to become scarily intuitive. Really? Gorb, you're getting on my nerves, man. Thank you. Like the last 30 seconds of that battle, he was 2 hits away from dead. Stop it. Too soon. No. Sorry, I was trying to focus on Mr. Dung Defender there. I'm excited to learn more of the opportunities to... Like, it felt like you can counteract his momentum to, like, decrease his overall bounciness. No, it's too early. He spawned high. With the idea of like getting more hits in easily. If I could deflate his bounce out, doesn't work. Missed it. Missed it again. I did terrible with parrying. I didn't get any of them. 0. 0 for 3. Welcome back, Durati. Did you miss anything? I think you weren't here for... We did get the Pantheon 4 soulbound clear. Finally. So you may have missed that depending on if you were not here. I'm trying to remember. The other thing was Sheriff, I think, with the chat messages. And so right now we're going through Pantheon 5 just before we end the stream. You know. Seeing if we can't get a little bit further in. Punished by Shadow Dash for once, actually. Sharp Shadow, that is. I wasn't confident that he wasn't dashing through. That's why I was like dancing and not actually putting on any hurt. Yeah, so you weren't here for that. Nice. Yes, it was exciting. It was close too, actually. So it might end up being its own YouTube feature. Who knows? There's probably a short somewhere in there, if nothing else. It's good progress was made today, actually. And the place it was made is in the confidence. Damn. Are you... Wait. Was it hanging around up there the entire time? Or I was like waiting for it to... the sword to come from the left. And then it... like... it was way up there or something. I don't know. Also, I hate you so much. I like him less than Markoth, I think. Like, with this arena, I guess, maybe... But that's... I've practiced Markov more at this point. He just runs away from you so long. I get frustrated. I forgot I'm in Pantheon 5 context. I should focus, not throw it all away, because I'm tilted. We're deep in. Keep her cool. Thought I'd be back. Wasn't. Soul Master. No sweat. Damn it. Oh, I thought I was going with the 4 configuration. I was getting ready to chase him. This one. I'd rather heal now, though. Oh, no. Sorry. Knockcrafton, welcome. Sorry, I'll get to your message here in a second. But glad that you found the channel. Always nice to have newcomer, new face. Well, face as it were, air quotes, all right? Nice to meet you as well. Glad you found the channel. Hopefully the shorts have been entertaining. That was the goal, obviously. What was I doing here? I wanted to sharp shadow through him for the damage value. I was kind of hoping I could fit in here and then pop a shriek, but after the first one caught me, I was like, my confidence was a little shaken. Shit. All right, let's recover. Actually, no, we're not that deep in the hole, are we? I remember we don't get that much value out of focus firing or dropping both health pools, so let's just kill one. Unlucky. Also a boss I like less than Markoth, by the way. Although more than Marmo. Oh yes, this is exciting. Love this fight. Damn it. This is just a battle. Surprised Cyclone wasn't charged there. Supposed to be Pogo. No, I want to jump in there. Dope. Did we get a bath now? I can't remember. It's been a bit. Yeah, nice. Scotty, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, Craft. No, I'm guessing you're somewhere in the European area. Based on the time zone, it sounds like you are not alone. A lot of the people who have found the channel seem to be from the European region. Which, happy about it. I mean, not, it's good if you're not too. Doesn't matter. Welcome. Doesn't matter. Got into more of nail arts, or I am happy that I have incentivized people to explore the wonderful world that are nail arts, because they are such a fantastic part of the game. I'm not saying they're optimal. I'm not saying if you want to min-max your damage, that's the way to go. I'm just saying they're fun. That quick turnaround one is so annoying. I hate it so much. I hate you, Marmo. I hate you. I hate you. I should pop him with Shriek there, shouldn't I? God damn it. I need to practice here. I actually need to practice fucking Marmo. Just so that I can do that cleaner. I don't know if Marmo's ever actually killed me, but... I don't know. He's one of many. Let's do it easier. Oh, I love Cyclone, though. It does have a bit of a trick to it. To figuring it out, though, is what I mean to say. It's the knockback thing, right? Or it's like a lot of the things. Wow. There's so much that went wrong there. The variability in the time, the fact that the knockback, it exists, but it's like, it feels inconsistent because it's like a weaker knockback or something. I even don't know exactly what it is. I just know I feel like it's true. I hate you too. I just didn't want to jump. I wanted to be lazy for once. I actually think a lot of my problems with him comes when I jump unnecessarily. But he wanted to be like right out of range. Also, thank you for the follow, by the way. Sorry. Should do better about that. No, that's a bad idea. Damn it. Distance is alright almost. No, I thought I was going to jump shorter. Oh, we have a bath now? I feel like we get one after all the Nail Masters, right? Yeah. Let's just continue. Although there is a chance we're getting to a place where this may end up being the last run, depending on how much deeper it ends up going. We'll see how tired I am at the end of it. Just give you guys a heads up, so I don't feel like I pieced out on you all of a sudden. Although, if that's the case, if this is the last Pantheon run, I'll probably run back some, like, cool off with some Eternal Ordeal action, maybe. Hive Knight is also a, damn, I was going to parry him there, actually. I can't parry that. Why did I try? I learned that. That one's parryable. That one is. Stand here. Damn. I haven't tried knocking them upwards before, actually. It's a bad idea. It doesn't seem to work out well for me. I mean, his dashes definitely have variable distances to them. So I guess I don't see why it would be weird for the pure vessels to have variable distances to them. You know? Damn. Damn it. I'd like to take back the masks, so we want to do the other technique. Thank you. Now he wants to chain him. Now that he's close to dead. Urgh. Urgh. I guess the idea is actually to let them run further away so you can dash up to catch with them, right? That was bad English, but I think you guys probably get it. I kept the collector at a distance where they were inadvisable to dash towards, but out of swing distance. Like, that's like the place you don't... But we had the same walk speed. So you should have just stopped moving, you know? No, that was supposed to... That's supposed to be a Shade Soul. Damn. Again. Getting tired, maybe. I don't know if I get any... Do you get soul from parry? I felt like I didn't get any that time. If I did get soul from parry... Let's go, chat. I love it when I can do that. It's only a narrow window when it works out. You have to be already charged with the nail art at the right distance, but damn, it's satisfying when it can hit line up like that. I don't need a mask. I was gonna go past him. That's right, that doesn't work. He teleports away if you do. That was actually lucky. I was about to take a hit from that. Kira! Good to see you. Good to see you. Sad you're gonna be catching us just here at the end of the stream. This will be the last Pantheon run. I think I made up my mind about that. We'll do maybe some Eternal Ordeal after we're done here, though. It's been going pretty good, though. Like, feeling like progress is actually happening. Excited. AJ, yes, I do consider practicing off stream. I have not to date. I probably will very soon. Like, I'm at the place where, like, I kind of do want the emotional freedom just to look like an idiot, or not worry about looking like an idiot for some of the things that I really want to try and learn still. Like, some of, like, the harder techniques, like, are going to be a little challenging, and I want the freedom possibly to learn them without worrying about doing it looking like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But, haven't yet, but it's coming soon, probably. Especially now that I feel like the journey has been reasonably well documented. Damn it! I don't know why I didn't start faster. It's sad. I like queued it up poorly or something because obviously the first one was too early. Oh. But the second one didn't happen like I wanted it to. That's a low. That's a late slash. Damn, distance was bad. Wait, I'm full. I'm full. Because the blue masks. I've taken so much damage, I'm like, I must need healing by now. No. Just wasted all my lifeblood, so. Wasn't up anyways. Norton Crafton. Let me make sure I'm saying it. No craft done. No craft on, maybe even. Don't craft on me. Also, I should totally I've literally forgotten that he does. Damn. Oh! The whole deflection thing, like the big air. I should be using that. Damn, too late. I realized at one point, like, I'd never given adequate consideration to just using him for pogo surfaces. Like, I kind of wrote him off as a pogoable surface for some reason. Which is absurd, because, like, I pogo every other boss in this game. It's not... Alright, let's get this one on. Arg! I don't want to do that thing I did last time. But it's fun that he like bounces really high, like a mushroom. Do I play games off stream as more of a hobby? Yes, absolutely. I have played games as a hobby my entire life. It is my biggest hobby for sure. At one point in time, it was probably my only hobby. That was silly. I want to practice that. I should practice that here, not here though. Currently, in my free time, I am working through Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, it's like, I've been working on it for like a year, and I'll be working on it for another probably, at least. It's not active, like very intense progress. It's more like funsies. Ooh. That time seemed wrong. Also, why are you not dead yet? More health than I thought. Sure, 4 mass fly, naturally. Can I? No. God, my trigger was slow. I mean, like, I pulled the trigger slow dead here. Nope, yeah, I couldn't. There wasn't a place I could get enough high. I knew if I let go of the nail art, I was dead. Because the animation, by the time I realized it, that is. I need to let go of it immediately. By the time I realized that that animation lock would have probably killed me. So I was committed to trying to hold it, but I couldn't get enough altitude where I felt like I could cyclone for a stall. Berg. That's alright. I mean, there were a lot of painful gaps actually in the like immediate couple seconds preceding that, and that's just, it's the fatigue given elderly man who cannot manage to game for more than 3 hours in high intensity without starting to get fatigued, unfortunately. But it was a great, like, today was actually, we're not quite done just yet. I want to run it cool down with a couple eternal ordeals. I want to say goodbye to chat and whatnot. Today was a good day for progress, though. It's hard to quantify because of the fact that it's like in the confidence and competence general category, but not like I don't have anything specific. I guess I do have we have the one Pantheon binding to show for it, right? But more than that, the growth has been bigger than that. Oh no, today was a good day. Today was a good day, chat. Oh no. That was bad. Obviously. You know how you can tell? I took damage. Rank's pretty easy to tell. But I'm getting better at judging distances. Oh. I wanted to touch the wall for that. It's fine. I like touching the wall. I feel like the wall almost has a faster jump. I don't know that that's true, but it is advantageous to touch it when you have the opportunity to just reset your double jump, right? Incoming. Damn. Dang. Oh, that was DD. That was DD right there. Just another that frame. It was the cursed frame. Yeah, you're right, Gerardi. I mean, I do intuitively know that. Wait, sorry. Already bouncing back off. Beauty sleep for tomorrow. All right, no worries, Kara. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. We'll see you soon, all right? You might already be gone. Don't worry about it. Well, you can't worry about it. No, you're not gone. See, there you go. Have a good one, all right? Go get some rest. Gerardi, I know what you mean, 100%. It took me a while. There's a short where I figure that out. That there's like still a little bit of momentum from your wings activating. And so it makes sense that, yeah, that's faster. It's like just quantifiably faster. And then I knew that on a subconscious level. I just didn't know why. It's just like a thing that like I just know to be true, right? It's a fact because I had played the game so long. It was just a law of the universe, as it were. Oh. I mean, the more I let my subconscious brain chew on a thing, the more like it kind of narrows it in like a binary search window almost. That probably means nothing to most of you, but it means lots of computer scientists out there. Damn. A lot of times I have found myself getting pretty close to frame perfect on some of these nail art charges. In fact, so much so that I go the wrong way now. I think it's going to be ready, like right there. I thought it was going to be ready. It was close, but not quite. Like I'm not waiting for the visual. I'm doing it by feel. Damn. Got nervous about the second shockwave. Should have finished taking it. Obviously, I'd like to recover for a second. I actually want that to be a downward dash. Oh no, I thought I was going to miss actually. punish so hard. That's not gonna miss. Oh, I didn't have enough for a DD. Shit. I actually thought I would have enough for one mask and enough for a spell, and I was planning on using a spell there. Much to my surprise, there was no spell to be had. And so I died. Horrible sadness. You're big on computer science as well? I knew there was a kinship there, Durati. I mean, results-oriented thinking is, results-oriented. It's like, it feels kind of like the personality that really finds that intuitive also really finds computers intuitive. Pop, 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 spin. Oh. Up. Slow. Damn, I'm misjudging distances a little bit here. A little wasteful. You only have one hit left. Use a spell on him, I guess, but he looks cool. That's a goal. Sick. That's gonna hurt, yeah. It's late. Incoming. Dead. Arg. What is my favorite meal? Let's bring back one more before we call it. I think. Sushi. Since my teenage years, sushi is my absolute favorite dinner, but really anything from the Asian continent's probably gonna make me pretty happy. I love Korean barbecue, I love Chinese food, I love Thai food, and I mean, like, it's good. Not that I'm not down with it. I enjoy me a good burger. Pizza, I could actually leave. It's not that it's bad, it's just like, I'd rather eat something else. Missed him. Shit. Okay. Getting sloppy. I can't heal because this one's charging. Now? That'll work. Again with the DD thing. I knew that one though. That's on me. Really, I was just sad I didn't have a nail art charge to cycle in them with. That's not enough of a knockback for you? Alright, fair enough. That's fine. Alright, we're full. I literally just bought time with a freaking Shade Soul. Let's go. That's growth, actually. That was not the spell I wanted. Damn. Thank you, residual iframes. Timed it badly. Ah! Really? Oh, because that stupid lip? Let's do it again. I'm pretty sure I didn't manage to ascend to full height because that little overhang that you're not allowed to... This thing over here. I'm pretty sure it kept me from... Yeah, it does. Oh, that's... I'm pretty sure... I think that's... Talk to me. It is challenging, right? The jumping with the nail arts is probably the reason why most people don't use them more. It is a challenging muscle memory. When it actually kind of hurts a little after a while, right? Like it fatigues the thumb pretty easily. Oop. Almost. Missed him. Damn. I wanted to actually hit him rightward rather than this. I needed him to move. I wanted to stand there. That explosion knocked the invincibly entering bug one into me. That is just rude. Well, rip soul. Oh, it's also a bad habit. Damn it. I knew that was somebody was about to enter, didn't I? Mask? Hell yes! Mask. Holy. Nope. Yeah, that was a tough spot. Oh, well, that's a good one to leave off on, though. That was a lot of fun. That was actually a hell of a lot of fun. I love Eternal Ordeal. Or Eternal Ordeal. Oh, such good training grounds, honestly. Like, there's so much chaos that the longer you can keep yourself up there, but feeling effective, I don't know. Why is it? No Crafton asks, why do you even do this fight voluntarily? That is the reason why. I actually attribute a fair amount of my personal growth in the game to that fight, actually. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a piece of a puzzle. The Trial of the Fool was very big also for me. Actually trying to do that under Geared forced me to learn a couple lessons that I wouldn't have learned otherwise, I think. Well, at that stage. That and just generally Pantheon bindings, right? It's the same thing. Just really straining, taxing your abilities. Is where you oftentimes push yourself to grow. It would be nice if there was a downwards nail art. And there kind of is in sort of like you can do the down slash. I guess it'd be tough to use another nail art in the downward direction. Oh wait, I'm thinking about the dash. Just down. Just down. You mean like just like I'm free falling, I just like slash down. Yeah, you know that'd be amazing. Sorry, I was thinking about downward dashing nail arts, which are a thing, but kind of hard to use. Maybe for Silksong. Well, so no Crafton, we don't need to listen to Salubra for the rest of this. We're done. The approach, what's the word I want? I'm missing it. It's not mentality, methodology, philosophy, maybe philosophy. That I approach to gaming is I don't actually ever want to get good at a boss. I never want to get good at an encounter. I want to get good at the game. I want to get good at, I want to get good at fighting. I want to understand the character's movement on a deeper intuitive level. So like if you, and there have been chatters I think that have kind of misunderstood where I was coming from on this in the past, unfortunately, who try to they're like, what? There's an easy way to beat this boss if you just, you equip Charm X and then spam, done and dusted. Let's go. Like, I will not respond well to that suggestion ever. Just like put that in your guys' back pocket, because that's not teaching me how to grow as a person, as a character, as a player. That's teaching me how to solve a niche case scenario, which may not ever be replicated again. There's no real value in that type of knowledge unless it is transferable to a different space. Yeah, Durati has it. The goal isn't in victory. I don't want to win. I want to grow. I want to become better at the game. So my victory condition, my internal success metric is not like how many things did we accomplish today or how many percentages did I increase. Like I never actually gave any shits about my 112%. Chatters came in and asked constantly, I want to know how much. Never cared. Still don't care. Like, it's a little fun, but like accomplishing the challenges the game was willing to put before me, that was like the success, right? Surmounting, what the hell is this? That was what I was looking for. And to be fair, like I think the results kind of speak for themselves, guys, right? Like a little bit. If I'm to take you guys at your words, there's plenty of guys saying how skillful I am at the game. Like that's why. 100% that is why. I do not try. That's why I do not care about the infinite stun trick on the false champion or false knight, failed champion, whatever. I don't care. I don't want to use it because it's a one-off for one boss. Like it's not useful to me. I want to learn how to dance with him. I want to learn how to dance with a boss that I can't collect soul from, or only collect during certain windows from. Like there's strategy there to be expanded upon and to be integrated into my mindset, my toolkit. That's what I want. That's the value I derive from a thing like the Eternal Ordeal. I can't tell you how many actual little nuances that I've learned from the Eternal Ordeal. It has helped actually. I mean, you see that I've done it in a couple other bosses actually. That shockwave poke, right? Where the fatty enters, I walk up to him and I hit him before the shockwave expands out. And then I need to get the hell out of dodge, right? Because that's going to catch me in the face in a second. That exists elsewhere in this game. That's not the only place that that technique, that mechanic exists. So by learning how in the microcosm to deal with that scenario, I can transfer that knowledge. And there's just so many of those in the Eternal Ordeal. It's just bombarding you with nonstop. Here's this mechanic. Here's this mechanic. Because each one of those little bugs has like its own little tweak to it, and a lot of them are reused mechanics from other enemies and bosses. So, in it, I don't know. That's kind of just the mentality. I don't know that it was even directly responding to per se where you were coming from. Because like the average player, right? No Crafton is interested in efficaciousness. Like they want the path in their obstacle in their path removed, and a lot of times it's going to be like a specific boss, somebody that's a problem for them. Those excite me when I find them, because it means that I get the opportunity to like really actually chew on something and force myself to improve. Anyhow, thanks, Sheriff, for hanging out. I'm saying goodbye. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody anyways. So thank you so much for everybody. Hopefully you found the rambling at the end somewhat useful. There will be more of it. Don't worry. I'll get better at it. The rambling, that is. As time's gone by, I've gotten better and better at composing my thoughts in front of the camera, and I mean, it's actually helped a lot having people here to respond back. So thanks for that. Next scheduled stream is going to be Friday. Evening time for me, 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Probably going to be a Elden Ring stream because it's been neglected all week. Do check the YouTube channel for some shorts. There's some definite good content that we got out of Monday and today that I'm pretty sure, it's going to be fun to run back. And after that, if I know that No Crafton's not going to be around for the 5 p.m. Monday, will be the next scheduled stream at this time slot, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Probably Hollow Knight is good bet. Anyhow, thanks guys so much. I hope you all have a good one, and take care.
From here, away from curfews you have and all those things you hold dear. It would be stupid to throw it away, so let's get out on this boat and stop your crying for days. I wanna see the sea, but amazingly I'm too scared of water, too scared of water.